Once upon a time, in a forgotten town where dreams were swept away like dust on broken streets, lived a thin boy named Arian Silva, whose heart beat louder for football than hunger ever could, and whose mornings began long before the sun remembered to rise. Every dawn, while the world still slept and hopes hid beneath darkness, Arian pushed a battered broom along cracked pavements, sweeping away leaves, dirt, and people's careless footsteps, his ripped shoes scraping the cold ground, whispering stories of poverty only he could hear. Old posters of legends stared down from rusty shop walls, their smiling faces brighter than the future anyone believed he had. Yet Arian looked at them not with envy, but with promise. After work, when others rushed home to warm meals and soft beds, Arian walked to the empty lot behind the market, where stray dogs slept and dreams usually died, and practiced with a torn cloth ball, sewn by his mother's trembling hands. He failed juggling. He missed every shot at the crooked wooden goal. He fell again, and again. Players in clean jerseys passed by, laughing like he was entertainment for the hungry wind, mocking his ripped clothes, muddy socks, and the bruise-colored hope in his eyes. Yet, Arian simply tightened his grip on the ball, as if letting go meant losing oxygen. Trials came like tests from heaven, and failures followed like shadows, hungry for defeat. 1 trial, 10 trials, then 20. 47 rejections, each a stone that cracked his soul but never killed his fire. One evening, exhausted, covered in dust from sweeping roads and dirt from falling on the pitch, Arian sank to the sidewalk, broom trembling in his tired hands, heart trembling harder, and whispered through tears he tried to hide from the universe. "Maybe I'm not meant for this." Silence answered him. Only the street lamp flickered, as if even light doubted him. But still he stood again. That night he trained barefoot, because his shoes were more holes than fabric, the rough ground cutting into his skin, the cold gnawing at his bones. Yet every kick sounded like defiance. A voice louder than destiny's cruelty. A passing coach paused, drawn not by skill, but by suffering disguised as devotion, watching this boy fight the wind, the dirt, and his own breaking spirit, and stepped forward like fate finally remembered its appointment. "Why do you keep trying?" the coach asked softly. Arian swallowed pain like bitter medicine and answered, "Because quitting would hurt more." The coach smiled, not at talent but at fire. He offered a trial. A spark lit in Arian's chest where despair once slept. Training became war. His body bled. His feet blistered. His lungs screamed for mercy he refused to give. But hunger taught him discipline, and dreams taught him endurance. Every night he returned to sweeping streets, the broom his silent companion, and every morning he returned to the field, the ball his burning prayer, until slowly, painfully, beautifully, failure loosened its grip. One pass perfected, one shot mastered, one victory that tasted sweeter than bread. Years passed, carved by tears, shaped by scars, built by the kind of hard work only desperation understands. Arian finally walked into a stadium not as a dreamer, but as a player. The roar of the crowd thundering like the heartbeat of every moment, he refused to give up. Under blinding lights that once felt like stars too far to touch, he tied his perfect new boots, gold-shaded, shining like destiny, finally bowing before perseverance, and remembered the cracked shoes he once hid behind shame. He whispered into the roaring stadium, voice trembling with victory carved from suffering. Every dirty street I swept was leading me here. And tears streamed, not from pain, but from proof. Because the boy who once cleaned forgotten roads was now the man lighting up the world's greatest fields, a reminder that dreams don't grow in comfort. They grow in struggle. Hit a like and subscribe to my channel. Voice of Victory for more motivational videos.